All right, so let's try this first week here. It looks like we have the Cowboys and Eagles. Scarantino versus Nate the Great. Nate the Great just tied it up 7-7. Big battle here in the NFC East for what we have going on. If you guys are looking, we have here the Eagles at 7-0, the Cowboys at 5-2. So this is a huge early season battle. Almost could decide the NFC East already, to be honest. If Nate goes to 8-0, game in hand, with a 3-game lead in the division, you would have to think he's got the upper hand. Art with the Giants is no slouch there at 5-2 as well. So let's go back to the game action here. Scarantino just got the kickoff back after he allowed the game-tying touchdown here. We're still quite a bit of time left in the second quarter. 2nd and 9 after Zeke got stuffed there. Let's go ahead and go full screen to Philly. We'll dump off to Zeke. Uh-oh. I don't want that double thing going on there. Let me go ahead and get this posted over to the Discord. See how much you guys hate this. See who can make fun of me for being a loser. Although it is look, Saturday, my wife's at work. It was raining this morning. The kids are chilling before lunch. I didn't have anything to do anyway. Do I feel like quite a loser for commentating a fake video game? Of course, but I'm going to do it anyway. We go 3rd and 2, big third down conversion. Throws the out, broken up. Lee, nice coverage there. Looked like a zone set, but when you got CD and Amari Cooper, sometimes you just got to chuck it up and hope they make a play. This is actually my first time watching Nate play, but obviously pretty good user at 7-0. Gets a great spin move. He's going to go to the house there. No one's catching Deshaun Jackson. 14-7 Eagles, and I would imagine we've got an angry Cowboys user at the moment. Always nice to get a quick 7, especially when you're playing a defensive user like Scarantino. Got to get ahead when you're playing those guys, because if they can play from ahead, really, really hard to come from behind. When you can get the lead, you can kind of get them out of their element. I know that in the past, anyway, I've not seen Scarantino play this cycle, but he has liked to run the ball. Looks like Eagles use a 4-3, which is what the team uses in real life, so no surprise there. And again, Cooper just abusing the corner there on a slant route. Let's see who the Eagles have while we're waiting for this next play to load up. Minimize that. You guys don't need to see that. Go to the. Let's see what the Eagles got going on at corner here. Looks like they got Slay, who obviously was a great pickup in real life for the Eagles. Roby Coleman and Avonte Maddox. So not great players, but great Madden players. Avonte Maddox has no business being rated an 80 overall. Cravon LeBlanc, again, another good Madden player, but in real life, it's kind of terrible. So the Eagles got some speed with Slay to 93, Avonte Maddox to 93. They should be able to give the Cowboys some trouble in the secondary, even though in real life the Eagles' secondary struggles. Their linebackers are just real terrible. Let's see who he's got playing linebacker for him. He's got TJ Edwards, 24-year-old guy, not a lot of speed. He's got Sean Bradley in the middle linebacker, who does have some speed, but again, young guys, not very good. Michael Kendricks, we all know he's a Madden ho. People love him. And then Nathan Gary, who has been awful in real life and is not very well rated in Madden, only at a 70. So we go 3rd and 8, another big third down for the Cowboys. I did not see who got the ball to start the first quarter, but that would be huge at half here if the Eagles can double dip, so to speak. Get a hold here, get a score, and then get the ball at half. That could be game over. So this, I mean, I know a third down in the second quarter doesn't seem like a big deal, but this could be quite a huge play. Always got the tight end wide open, and he found him. Great move there. Fletcher Cox out. That's not good. Looks like he's jogging off. I guess we'll see in a second what the injury was there. But that is never good because these interior linemen, the D-line does not get a great pass rush in 21. So when you get those interior guys who can actually move the pocket, it's important to have them. Stretch run here to Zeke. Well run, well defended. Could have continued outside there, honestly. But again, it's one of those things where when you're in the moment, you want to get it all the way outside, but then do you take the 2-yard loss or just take the 3-yard gain that's right in front of you? So I think Scarantino made the right decision there. Keep the clock running. Get into, at least try to get into a third and manageable here. And that's where he is, third and manageable. As long as he doesn't take a sack, he should be within field goal range. I didn't see the wind. As you just saw in the bottom right corner, Fletcher Cox will be able to return. Looked like he substituted him, which is a smart move. As everyone knows, I once brought back Josh Allen while he was injured, and that man broke his back. He literally broke his friggin' back, out for his career. I think it was like the 5th game of the season. Madden 18 or 19. I guess it would be 19. That was his rookie year. No. Yeah, 19, because then 20 and 21. Yeah, so 19, I lost Josh Allen after 5 friggin' games with him. Tragedy. Wow, what a throw. Did not think that was going to come open, and right at the last second it did. I'm assuming that's Paul Richardson, former Seahawk. I don't know if he's on the Cowboys in real life, but one hell of a catch there in traffic because McLeod hit him pretty quickly afterwards. Jerry Jeudy would have dropped the shit out of that ball, just right out. Terrible. And now it looks like we are in full-on Zeke mode here. First and goal from the 7. Probably a good idea with the amount of time remaining. If you get in, awesome. If not, you run some clock and don't give him too much time to score on the other end. Be surprised to see here if the Eagles use at least one of their timeouts, maybe on second and third down. When it's goal to go, you don't have anything to conserve them, but at least maybe use one before the 2-minute warning. We'll see. Zeke on an angle route. Almost picked there. Well played by the Eagles. Usually on those angle routes, your interior linebackers drop way too far back. I didn't see if he was using it or not. I was checking my phone, got a text. Shame on me, right? You got to pay attention to the friggin' game here. All right. Let's go. Big third down here. Big. It looks like he's going to pass, so he's going to stop the clock and give 3 timeouts on the other end. Well done. Well played. Came underneath of it. Jalen Mills? Looked like he was playing. Is he now a safety in Philly? Because he was definitely playing the sub-LB position, and that was a little much. Able to stretch him out. He's going to have to snap the ball again before the 2-minute warning. So no need to use a timeout here for Scarantino, but if he wants to get the ball back in decent position, he's got to get a hold here. It looked like that was one of those cover 6, cover 9 concepts where that flat has been wide open. No, it's cover 4. Okay, one of those. I don't know what it is about this Madden, but they leave that flat wide open if you're not in cover 2 or don't manually adjust out there. It's been frustrating for, I know, a lot of people, myself included, having to try to figure out that flats. You can auto adjust the flats in your defensive adjustments, but then you run the risk of getting just killed on whether it's a slant, a corner route, because you have your flats so tight. So it's like one of those kind of chess matches, which I like about this Madden. But at the same time, you really would hope that they would cover those flats a bit better. Here goes one of those slant routes like I was talking about. Had a shot, took off with Wentz, and dove instead of. That's what I'm talking about with this new mechanic where you got to double tap, triple tap. My suggestion is to slam square as many times as you can to trigger that slide, because if you hit it once, you are going to dive. That is a rough break for the Eagles. I'm sure he wanted to slide there. I would almost bet my house on it. What a turnaround here for the Cowboys. A huge chance. Blake Jarwin running over the safety after catching the streak. Got caught in C3 there, cover 3. And we know that tight end streak against cover 3 is kind of overpowered, especially once you pass the linebacker there. And the Eagles linebackers are poop. Got caught up on his own guy. Looked like it could have been a touchdown there. But again, most important thing here is to get points and not give the ball back to Philly. Even if it's only 3 here, it works. Obviously, you want 7, but not the end of the world. Same play here from Scarantino. Runs that under route. Jalen Mills jumps it again, but this time Cooper is able to come through on the other side, make the catch. Smart timeout here. We got 3rd and 9 from the 13. This is definitely pick city for me. I've been known to force these into the end zone and give up picks here all the time. This is where you cannot be afraid to check the ball down. I would assume he's going to run Dez on a streak here. Would be my best guess. We'll see. Not Dez. It's friggin' he ran it, just wasn't there. It's weird seeing number 88 from Dallas. It's obviously CD Lamb now, but I'm so old and getting Alzheimer's that I immediately equate Dez still, who's not been in the league in what feels like decades at this point. I mean, Jesus Christ, when was that Packers contested catch? That had to have been now at this point 6-7 years ago. Let's look that up. Friggin' Romo was the quarterback then. Let's see here. Dez, no catch, Green Bay. Curious to see what Eagles does here after that kind of fluky turnover. I think I would just run it once, take it into halftime. I don't know who got the ball, but this gun trips offset formation looks to be one of his favorites. Gone to it, I think, just a couple times now, so we'll see. Definitely going to pass here. Let's see. Oh, gets bailed out. Should have been an interception, quite honestly, but gets bailed out by a weak pass interference call. Got 9 seconds here with 3 timeouts. He definitely can get into field goal range. I don't see how he scores a touchdown here, but he can definitely get into field goal range. No questions asked. So let's see what he's going to go with here. He's got Ertz on the streak. If Cowboys is in cover 2, this could be big. Yep, that's where he went. Picked. What a friggin' interception there by Anonymous Brown. We're going to call him Anonymous Brown. I have no clue who that is, but what a friggin' pick. Again, one-on-one coverage against Zach Ertz. Split the safeties. Now, I guarantee you Scarantino's coming out here with a run to Zeke to just take it to half. And the Des Bryant non-catch was from 2014, so we're already at 6 years ago. Jesus Christ. So, not sure if you caught that there, but 11 rushes, 22 yards. Zeke's been held in check, does have the touchdown, and the Eagles do receive. So, I don't understand Eagles risking what he did. I mean, it didn't kill him, but he almost threw 2 interceptions. Obviously, you can't throw 2 interceptions in one drive, but he tried his best. I don't know. If I have the ball and I'm up, I think I'm just taking that into half with only 19 seconds left. But he's undefeated, and I very well could be 2-5. So I guess I should shut my fat mouth. Wow. These last 3 drives for the Eagles have been fumble, interception, fumble. That's going to be pretty frustrating, but on the on that interception before halfway, you're trying to get in field goal range. I get it. I wouldn't have done it, but I get it. But the last 3 drives now for the Eagles have turned into turnovers. One due to Madden chicanery because you got to hit square about 75 times to get your quarterback to slide now. One, again, I'll hammer it home, a bad call. And then this one here looks to be a fumble. Usually these hit sticks are oh, that was overturned. I was just getting ready to say, usually these hit sticks are held. It's the ones where they're like getting tackled and they get stripped. But wow, great break there for the Eagles. I like that. If this were real life, the announcers would say, he's just building confidence, and the guy just fumbled the ball. Going to go right back to him, you know? I mean, you don't want to shy away from the guy. Ah, great, great run there. Looked like he had already thought he was going to have to juke, but had he not, I think Sanders was taking that to the house. But again, just one of those things where there's no way to know what the computer, if they're going to react or not, and for whatever reason, Woods did not react at all. So if he just kept running by him, I think he's got 6 there. Miles Sanders is looking like an MVP candidate at this point. Let's see what we got on old Miles. So far on the year, let's go to just the Eagles stats. Okay, the Eagles 404 is not found. That's rare. All right, so let's go back to the drive here. Nice little pitch here to Jackson. I mean, I don't know if Jalen Reagor's hurt or what, but you would think as a rookie you'd kind of want to get those kind of plays to him, get some of those stats to him. Not to be a stat patter, but you're definitely going to want to develop those rookies more so than a guy like Deshaun Jackson, who's not going to develop much. But this Eagles running attack is starting to take the game over here. Whether it's Clement, whether it's Miles Sanders, it doesn't seem to matter. Starting to take over here. That's a 2-score lead now. Will it be 11 or 10? We're going to find out because you never know with this kicking meter. Looks like 11. That's big. 2 scores here. I think this is a huge drive for Scarantino. As I said, he's much better at controlling the clock, running the ball, playing defense. So we'll see how he does here, having to play from behind. Eagles stats. Yeah. So going into this game, Miles Sanders already has 1,000 yards rushing, and he's close to 200 yards receiving with 15 total TDs. So yeah, you got to think he's going to be a candidate for Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, whatever it is, especially with them at 7-0. Looks to be the main cog in their offense. I mean, Wentz has almost 1,400 yards at this point in the season. That's nothing crazy. That's, 200 yards a game. So it looks like the Eagles live and die with Miles Sanders. And so far this season, he's been living. Zeke just being Zeke there, shedding tacklers. His first big run of the game since I've been watching. So, again, I like the call there. You're not going to panic. You're only down 2 scores, plenty of time left. So, really, really good play call there because you got to figure the defense is thinking, all right, he's going to try to get right back in this one. And now we got to end around a Lamb. Can he beat? Can't believe he couldn't beat that linebacker to the corner there. I guess it was Kendricks, who is a pretty fast linebacker. I think he's got like 87 speed, so makes sense, but I definitely thought he was going to beat him to the corner there. Again, 3 straight runs. Not surprising, knowing the user, But you got to think Eagles was thinking here, okay, I just went up 2 scores. He's going to try to score quickly. And I really like the play calling. That whole change of direction cut, I know it's controversial. I really like it. It sucks when it happens to you, but I really like it. I hope they don't patch it out of the game like they've done in years past. It really punishes guys or kind of gives you a risk reward for having to make that quick choice to cut it outside. We all know how overpowered the dive and then cut it immediately outside can still be, but at least now it's like a 50-50 shot that you're going to get that shitty change of direction animation. Looked like he had a tight end coming open over the middle there. Chose to go to the flat. Nicely usered there to get out there. Dak, 10-16, 200 yards again. Pretty well managed game thus far. Just can't get into the end zone when it matters. Has had a turnover inside the 5, I think it was, and then had to settle for a field goal inside the 10 on another play. He converts those. You're looking at a 21-21 game. Yeah, that streak from the slot or streak from the tight end has been open a lot for the Cowboys here this game. Looks like a good chunk of cover 3 or cover 4 even from the Eagles has allowed those streaks to be more open than you would like. Probably a good decision there on the stretch to try to cut it back inside. Didn't work out, but it looked like the Eagles had those edges covered. Whether he hit contain or his defenders just played it well. Whichever it was played very, very well. And again, this is that green zone, as some teams like to call it, the red zone area where the Cowboys have just flat out struggled. So we'll see if he can capitalize and get 7 here, and whether he goes for 2 or not, we'll see. Getting ahead of ourselves, though. Nice tackle there. I don't know who 31 is. Let me see if that's LeBlanc or who that is. I know Jalen Mills used to be 31 for the Eagles, but he looks to be 21 at this point. So let's go to their roster. Go back to the game, though. Check this out. Red zone. Tony Pollard, with his first rush of the game, gets stuffed there by Fletcher Cox, who obviously is back at this point in time, which is huge for him. And again, Cowboys have to settle for a field goal. Brings it back to a 1-score game. But it just if he's finishing those, you're looking at a 28-21 game. I think when he goes back, whether win or lose this game, he's going to look at the red zone and be pretty disappointed with the way things went there. So, not that this matters, but now I'm just curious as to who number 31 is. No, Nickel Roby-Coleman, tiny little ass, tackled Zeke. Again, you got to wonder whether that was an animation issue or a physics issue. He shouldn't be at 83 overall. 2 at 5'8", 178. Zeke annihilates him in real life in the red zone. All right, so here we go. Cowboys coming out heavy, which makes sense. I mean, he's been running the hell out of the ball that last drive, and you had 3 turnovers. You got to kind of do something else. Miles Sanders now on his way to a monster game, up to 117 yards. I think he was already over 100 yards with his last run, but that one put him well on his way to what could be between that 175 to 200 range if things keep going. Is he going to snap it before the third quarter? I would imagine not. We shall see, though. He did. And again, another great run by Miles Sanders. Almost a fumble. Anytime Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch are patrol in the middle, you got to be careful because we know how much the Madden ratings guys love the Cowboys. Again, it's, you can't state it enough at this point. It's just Miles Sanders left, Miles Sanders right, Miles Sanders up the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have to adjust and potentially go to a bigger set, a heavier set, and then there he went. So, all right, great adjustment. You saw, I don't know if you guys saw it on the screen there, but Jalen Smith was who was being usered. He came crashing down. Luckily, the man coverage stacked up behind him, and Wentz wasn't able to get it off. Awuzie off the corner with the corner blitz. So now the Eagles are in a position where they probably can't run it 2 times and get a first down. But he's going to try. All right, you're going to set up here about a 3rd and 15. I got to figure this is passing town. Oh, no huddle. Okay. Throws up a prayer, and it is picked. All right. Just like a punt, though. Works like a punt. Probably better than a punt. Tackled him at the 4. I don't love going no huddle there when it's a big 3rd down. But works out pretty much a wash for the Eagles. You could either punt him and pin him back or get the pick and pin him back. He was lucky that Reagor turned around and got the tackle as quickly as he did, because that could have been a huge return. Woods had a lot of green space in front of him. Nice play there. Just one of those plays where the guy shot the gap. Hell of a user play. It's frustrating as hell when you're the running back, because you're like, I should have beat him to the hole. But just hell of a play. Nicely done. Again, Scarantino is not, he's not going to panic here. He knows he's inside the red zone. He doesn't want to take a safety. He doesn't want to take a dumb sack, and is going to lean on Zeke. That's the best part of the Cowboys game in Madden. I think in real life they're starting to transition to more of a pass team, but still in Madden they are a run-first team, and he's going to do that. Plenty of time left. Even if he has to punt it here, he's got 3 timeouts. He's got plenty of time. Nice pass. Probably waited or threw a little too soon. I think he could have waited a little bit for Lamb to clear there, and he would have picked up more yardage. But you always run the risk of running that slant to the other sideline and having the corner drop back and pick it off. But in Madden, it seems to be that corner stays tight on that tight end that runs out to the flat, and you can drop that over his head. That looked like it was going to be a bigger run. Fletcher Cox got off of his block. Logjam there. 3rd and 2. Huge 3rd down here. If you're the Cowboys, I don't think this is 4-down territory yet, but you're getting to that point where you got to start making those decisions, especially on your own 22. I would say that you go for the first down here. You don't get it, you kick it away, unless it's 4th and inches. But I don't know on my own 22 that I'm doing, 2-down territory here. Let's see. Pass. And again, there you see it. That's like the chess battle. Eagles is using the middle linebacker. He comes in expecting a run, and Jarwin's there wide open, right where that space was vacated, and he hangs onto the ball. A lot of times those tight ends will drop those balls, and you'll want to throw your controller through the screen. But there, he didn't. Jarwin's been great all game, especially on that. Oh, he did drop it. Wow. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm just an idiot, I guess. I don't agree with this call. I would not go for it here. Lamb dropped that too. Again, those streaks have been working for Scarantino all game. They failed him there those last 2 plays. I don't agree with that, because now you're pretty much down 2 scores unless Eagles does something crazy here, which he's shown he's willing to do at the end of the first half. But I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Miles Sanders here, and then either a field goal or a touchdown with about 2 minutes left. And again, great play call, but why are you going to Djax there when you have pretty much Djax Jr. on your squad? Just give it to Reagor and let him get those yards. Djax is probably going to be useless in a year or two. Reagor should be with you the rest of the cycle. So here you go. If he scores here, it's looking really bleak for the Cowboys. You're going to be 2 scores down either way, but 2 touchdowns down with about, by the time he snaps these 2 balls, you got to figure about 3 minutes left. It's looking ugly. No surprise here. Miles Sanders, nice, and he fumbles the ball. That one looks like it could get overturned as well, but this is going to be a huge, huge play. I would, just from the looks of the way it happened in the animation, it looked like it's going to get overturned, but I've been wrong on the Jarwin drop, the one earlier, and it was indeed overturned. Someone's looking like they're going to try to challenge, but you can't challenge plays anymore on turnovers. They all go to the booth, even in Madden. As a matter of fact, I don't think challenging anything in Madden is really worthwhile. They don't get overturned enough. It's just ridiculous. Check in the chat. Looks like we have an annoyed Scarantino, which I get. That second one, that was 100% not a fumble. The first one, I agree. I think that was a fumble just from first blush. I also think the Jarwin one was a catch. So we'll see where that goes in chat after the game. Hopefully, cooler heads prevail. But I'm not confident. Oh my God, what a terrible decision there. Sean Lee, 87-year-old dinosaur, should have picked that and probably should be running toward the house. Huge missed opportunities there for the Cowboys on the overturned fumble, and then that should have been an interception. At a very minimum, you get the ball at the 20, you're coming out. But let's see if the kick meter fails Eagles here. No, he got it. So table set now. Now the Cowboys do have to be in 4-down territory going forward. You're going for it every single play. I think you're going to have to pass the ball more. You've probably got, if you're running it, 3 plays before the 2-minute warning. So I would imagine you're going to have to pass the ball here. Pulling up the league info here to see what we got left. Little screen to Zeke. Not a bad way to start the drive here. You got second and short. You can go play action. You can run the ball if you want, and then no huddle. You got a lot of options here, so I don't hate that play call at all. So looks like we have this, and then one more game between the Bengals and the Titans, and then we might get an early advance here this week. So well done, gentlemen. This is living up to its billing a game of the week. I mean, you got quite a few people tuning in. I think I just saw in the top corner there that over, I think it was 6 people now have joined the stream. So, super active league. Not surprising at all. Here we go. Nice read there. User in the middle comes up on the shorter in, and then he goes over top of him to Cooper. Really nice read. Brandon Graham almost got there in time, just a hair late. Dak's able to make the pass over the middle. Can he get this off before the 2-minute warning? He's quieting the crowd for some reason in Philly. No, he's not going to get... Oh, he got it off. Got it off. And basically uses a 2-minute warning as a timeout. You're going to run the ball. Awesome. You still have 3 more downs. You're going for it anyway. So you gotta wonder what's going to go on here. Do you conserve these 3 timeouts for the defensive side? Do you get in field goal range, kick the field goal, then try an onside kick? A lot of strategy involved here. So we'll see which one Scarantino is going to go with. All of a sudden, the stream has turned into potato quality. Oh, there it is, back again. Goes deep, got him. Boom, CeeDee Lamb with a huge touchdown. Cowboys still have all 3 timeouts. Got to go for 2 here to make it a field goal game. The way Miles Sanders has been running, it's still going to be a tough sledding for the Cowboys here because Sanders has just been picking off 5, 6, 7 yards a pop. So it's going to be tough sledding. But this is the first part of the road back. Can he get 2 here? Or is it going to be a touchdown that he needs? Zeke gets it, so we got a field goal game. So here's what it's going to come down to. Yeah, got to go for the onside kick. I don't love it. because now you're going to have no timeouts. Even if you stop them, let's say you got no timeouts and you're going to be best case scenario at your 20, right? So you got to go 80 yards down the field. Probably about a minute 30 left. I think with 3 timeouts, I kick this off. Hope I get the hold, and then you got a minute 20 and you're at your own 40 in that range. Again, every user makes their own choice. I don't love the onside kick there with 3 timeouts. If you got 2 timeouts or 1 timeout, you have no choice. But with 3 timeouts and 2% chance of getting that onside kick, I don't love it. And there we go. Miles Sanders ends the game. Is he going to fall or is he going to keep this going? He goes out of bounds. Okay, so now, again, so at 24-21, that was probably the best scenario for the Cowboys, honestly, at this point. The clock stops. He's just got to hold him to a field goal, 27-21, and now he gets the ball back wherever the kickoff is. That, honestly, is not a terrible outcome for the Cowboys. Obviously, it sucks he's closer to your end zone, but he went out of bounds, barely ran off any time off the clock. You can keep him out of the end zone here. That's a win for the Cowboys. Doesn't look like he's going to keep him out of the end zone, though. All right, down to the 3. Cowboys chooses not to use a timeout, which I don't hate. If Eagles takes this down, you're looking at about, 50 seconds left. By the time you run 2 other plays, you're probably looking at getting the ball back, 40 seconds left, 1 timeout. So I don't hate it. Got to pinch the line here, you think? Or at least contain the edge. Miles Sanders is stuffed. Now you got to use a timeout here if you're Dallas. Or you don't. I don't know what he's doing. If he doesn't use a timeout here, it's going to go down to like 10 to 15 seconds left. Does he think the game's over? I'm curious as to what his reasoning here is not using a timeout. Extremely confused why he's not using timeouts. Yeah, this has been mind-boggling. You instead of now getting the ball back with 45, 50 seconds left and a timeout, you're getting the ball back with 17 seconds and 2 timeouts, which you've got now 3 plays. You got to hope for a miracle. I don't understand the clock management there. All right, so it's basically going to come down to a miracle. We just saw CeeDee Lamb get behind the corner deep. Can he do it again? We'll see. What a catch by Cooper. So he gives him a chance here. He's got 2 more plays. What's he going to try here? Is he going to try something to the sideline, make it a little tighter? He's got at least 2 plays here, so this is going to be pretty interesting. I was curious if he was going to go to Jarwin there because he came wide open on that in. Would have had a ton of green in front of him, too, to run. But now if you do that, you only have 1 play. Pass to Cooper. Cooper makes one hell of a catch. Now you've got 2 plays. And we see you're in prevent here, so we'll see. Going up with a prayer, and it is knocked away. Cooper turns into the defender there. You got to like the play call. You have Amari Cooper, you have CeeDee Lamb, and the Eagles secondary is not great. Granted, they're much better in Madden than they are in real life. But you got to take your chances there, and you're going to stay away, I would imagine, from Slay. So you're probably looking at Cooper on the left side of the field here again. And no, what a game, great game. 27-21, Eagles 8-0, Cowboys now 5-3. Eagles definitely in the driver's seat in the NFC East going forward. You got to think they are the favorites, maybe even to come out of the NFC. But as it stands right now, they are by far the favorites in the NFC East with the Giants lurking around. Let's see when the Giants and Cowboys play next. So they played once already, and no, they have not played. Yes, they did play, and the Eagles won 51-7. So the Eagles are definitely in the driver's seat. They have head-to-head wins over both the Giants and the Cowboys now. So we will see what continues to happen in the NFC, but you got to think right now it's a two-horse race between the Eagles and the Packers. Panthers in there, lurking around, but I would imagine most people would say it's a two-horse race between the Eagles and the Packers.